Am I the asshole? For being upset that my parents told my sister I'm buying a house? So I recently got the opportunity to purchase a house that has been in the family for quite a while, 80 years. I have been staying at home with my parents, rent-free, for nearly my entire life. I occasionally contribute with groceries, dinners, household chores, and yard work, but they have never charged me rent despite me offering. I work in public education and don't make great money, so it has been very helpful to save up. I started the purchase process and have locked in an interest rate and have nearly everything ready. The closing date is set for a month from now. I have asked my parents not to say anything to my sister until I close and start to move, because we don't get along well, and I don't want to deal with the fallout I believe will come. She has also been living at home, but instead of saving money, she spends quite a bit. 2 new cars within 3 years, large tattoos, vacations, etc. She has a large storage unit filled with stuff she claims she has bought for when she buys a house. I don't care how she spends her money, but she makes significantly more than me and has wiped most of her savings out by living like this. Instead of them waiting like I asked, they went ahead and told her. They claimed it was too difficult to keep it a secret, and that she knew something was going on. Now she is basically throwing a tantrum saying that it isn't fair, I get to buy a house, and she doesn't, claiming that they never helped her with anything, etc. Every time she sees me, she is pissed off and starts a fight. I told them that this was what was going to happen, and they claim that they couldn't have known, didn't think she was going to act like this. I feel like I am rightfully upset about this, but they say I am acting like a child and need to just get over it. Am I the asshole? Edit. I really truly did not think this was going to get as much attention as it are. A few answers to questions I keep seeing. 1. I am not getting any kind of monetary discount on the house. I got first offerings because the relative who is selling it asked me first, and I said yes. The only thing I am getting is the washer, dryer, and snow blower that they're leaving behind. 2. My sister has been shown the house by my parents. Now that she knows, I found this out about an hour ago, and she has commented on how ugly she thinks it is, and that she hates it. She claims she wouldn't have wanted it anyway, but is still very angry about it all. 3. The house overall is about 200k in a Michael area. It is 4 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. I am not planning on getting a roommate. I would prefer to be alone. 4. This house isn't sentimental to her or I in any way. We didn't grow up going to this house for holidays or gatherings. We have both been in it maybe 3 times prior to me purchasing it. 5. I don't believe my parents are being intentionally disrespectful, rude, spiteful. I believe them when they say it was hard to keep it a secret. I just wish they would have listened when I asked them to wait. 6. My sister and I have had a rocky relationship for years. We don't speak often despite living in the same house, and our work schedules are pretty opposite, so we typically can naturally avoid one another. 7. When I said occasionally contribute, I meant when I have time. I work 50-60-hour weeks, and by the time I go to do something, it often is already done. I do my best to help out, despite those of you who think I don't do anything. My mom is also the kind of person who constantly refuses help and gets upset if you insist on helping, so I don't push it to save everyone's sanity. Thank you so much to everyone who is saying congratulations and nice things. I really do appreciate it. She claims they never helped her with anything? How about a free place to live? That's a luxury, to be honest, and not very many people get that opportunity. Hell, there's kids who are turning 18 and saying their own parents will be charging them rent. Not the asshole. Just ignore your sister and don't engage. She's just upset because you're getting something she isn't. They think you are acting like a child and need to get over it. Not the 26-year-old that is having a pouty meltdown. Not the asshole, but your parents are asshole adjacent. Not the asshole, but I bet your sister will try to move in with you, and your parents will back her up. Don't even let her visit overnight, because then she'll refuse to leave. Not the asshole point out to your sister that you aren't doing anything to stop her from buying a house. She needs to go to her credit union bank and get pre-qualified for a mortgage. They'll tell her what they're willing to lend her. Then she should start looking. Something tells me they won't lend her much, if at all, if she's that bad with her money. That should shut her up. Not the asshole. I wouldn't trust your parents to keep secrets from now on, though. Not the asshole. I would stay in my room, as much as possible, and refuse to talk to sister or parents. You told them she would act like that. She's acting like that, but you're the one acting like a child. They should be telling your sister to stop whining every time she misbehaves. Not buying a house of her own is the price your sister paid to spend her money the way she wanted. Once you move, it's no longer your circus or monkeys. Leave them be. Not the asshole, but I would think long and hard about sharing any more info with your parents after this. Not the asshole. Being rightfully angry that they disregarded your wishes is not acting like a child. Your sister being mad that you're able to buy something she couldn't because you saved money while she splurged is acting like a child. Welcome to the Black Sheep's Club, where the golden child is always right and you are always wrong. How dare you save your money and buy a house, AITA. As others have said, don't let her spend the night. Don't give anyone a key. How were you given the opportunity to buy a family-owned house? Sounds like cameras along with new locks should be first priority upon move-in. And under no circumstances, give your parents a spare key for emergencies. Sis can't be trusted not to swipe it for whatever purposes, and parents can't be trusted not to give it to her. You've also now learned to be very, very selective about sharing any kind of personal information with your parents or anyone else likely to blab. I'm sorry to hear that. It was difficult to keep my confidence. I will know in the future not to share anything with you early. So, if you and your partner are gonna have a baby, your parents don't get to know early. Not the asshole. Time to put mom and dad on the social media info diet. They learn everything when you post text about it to everyone, and not a second sooner. And when they throw a tantrum, remind them of this. Now, you know your parents cannot keep things to themselves. Do not give them any more information. Do not give them an emergency key. Do not let anyone store things at your house. Keep saying no to them. And tell them if they keep pushing, they will not get an invite to the house. Well, no need to guess who is the favorite in.